cigar?
Absolutely. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody for coming out and supporting. I recognize a lot of faces from yesterday, man. I appreciate you guys coming back out again. Robbie made a very good point. I didn't really explain Room 101 very well last night. We focus on the cigar. I founded Room 101 in 2003, and you can see, like people like Bob right here, our family stretches across the country and actually across the globe. It's a tight-knit community of collectors, enthusiasts, and very good friends that support our movement. We started with, and our collection is founded on custom jewelry design, and I've expanded the collection over the last few years to include items like golf bags, tailor-made suits. I've done embellishments on vehicles, both exterior and internal, gear shift knobs, you name it. I've done custom knife collaborations with knife makers. And this cigar is another facet of our lifestyle collection. Not only do I feel it's a testament to the strength and the size that's grown behind the brand, but it's also an honor for me to be able to work with the royal family and on a project like this. I'm a cigar enthusiast, but by no means a tobacco expert. I just know that I love to smoke cigars, and I love smoking. I try to pick up something different every time I smoke. Christian gave a lot of guidance with the blend. We sat down and selected the blend off 15 that he presented at the end of the evolution. This is a brand that's over a year in the making. And very fitting that we're doing the East Coast launch here at Cordova. I actually came to my first official cigar event here as a guest of Robbie's for the, as you guys more than likely remember, the Morton Collection launch. It's actually a really unique story. I was actually in Honduras with Christian, the first trip down there, working on the blend, being introduced to the factory. Not only was it a trip that made a huge impression on me, I was actually introduced to the Morton Collection down there before I came here. In one of the shipping rooms, I actually saw one of Robbie's boxes, and the shade of green actually caught my attention. Out of all the boxes on the shelf, fittingly enough, and I asked about it, and they introduced me to the concept that Robbie was doing something similar to what we were planning on doing. He was having his own cigar created for his store, and then 2 days later I was here in Pensacola to buy a box for my man and have it autographed by the man himself. So I think that's a fitting explanation of my brand. Anything else, any other questions, I'd be happy to answer myself, and or you can visit our website. You can actually see some of our work and some of the stuff we've done over the past 8 years. As far as the cigar goes, it's a very unique blend. And the first collaboration of this kind in both of our industries, both the cigar industry and the fashion industry. The blend itself, the filler, is a mixture of Honduran and Dominican tobacco, and the wrapper is actually a hybrid leaf, hybrid seed developed from Nicaraguan and Honduran tobacco seed, developed specifically for this project and named in honor of the project, the Semilla 101, or 101 seed in Spanish. That's the source of its spice and a lot of the uniqueness to its flavor profile. It's what I refer to a medium plus body cigar, which it's something that's not going to alienate a medium body smoker, but at the same time not be weak enough to turn off the taste buds of a full body enthusiast. I like a stronger smoke myself, and this one is very satisfying for me. And as you'll smoke through it, you'll find that it has a slight nicotine kick on the tail end of it. It's got some unique power. Puts a little more gas in your tank. It's which I prefer. So, like I said, thank you again for coming out and supporting. And if you buy a box, you guys know you're going to be entered in a raffle for some custom items that I've made specifically for Robbie for this event. Custom lighter, which is a sterling silver housing for a bit. We have a torch insert in there, and whoever wins this, I'm going to take it back to Los Angeles, and we're going to laser engrave your name or whatever else you want on there. It's going to be your personal custom lighter. and also this cigar cutter, which is part of a very limited series I've developed. It's basically I'm customizing a Zycar mechanism with sterling silver handles, and obviously this one has a pocket chain that you can, if you don't prefer the chain, I'll take it off for you. So that's it. I look forward to meeting each one of you individually and having a conversation and enjoying the smoke. Yes, sir.
Did you design the label, or was this a collaboration?
Well, the label, you know what, actually, I'm glad you asked that. The label, a very good friend of mine and well-known tattooist from Los Angeles, Franco, developed the handwritten font for me, and some of the other lettering that you'll see throughout the Room 101 campaign on the box and print and whatnot. He's very well known for his, specifically for his skill in lettering and design of fonts. I commissioned him to do the lettering. The style behind the cigars is very similar to my brand. It's Los Angeles style mixed with influence from the Far East that I picked up while I was in the Marine Corps, deployed in the Far East several times.
Can you tell us about the numbers, what they represent?
Absolutely, that's another good question. There's 6 sizes, and unlike other cigars, the sizes are actually annotated by area codes. The 305 from Miami and so forth. They're all area codes that the Room 101 family operates heavily in or has very close friends in. And so each one of these boxes is actually a dedication to good friends and family, which is something that you'll find throughout any product that you pick up or look at from Room 101. There's a lot of meaning buried underneath the surface, including the tax stamp is actually made in the same vein as a Japanese senjufuda, which is a family crest. It's actually, they paste them on the entrances to the temples for good luck in business or prosperity in the family, which is something that you put on the box. It actually reads Room 101 in kanji, as well as has some other graphics that Franco drew, Japanese waves that symbolize life. The cherry blossom is something that's very special, and a symbol that we hold in high regard in our family. Pieces of jewelry that you see with the cherry blossom on them are only worn by members of our intimate family and crew, and this is one of the only products that you'll be able to purchase with that symbol on it. But at the same time, it represents a short, beautiful life, which is something that I think is very fitting for a cigar. They have a short, but very beautiful life. Another important point that I want to mention is that we're using the monumental advertising and media campaign behind this cigar to bring attention to the Wounded Warrior Project. It's a very important charity, and they help guys that are coming back that have been less fortunate and been injured, to help them with relocation assistance, attention, and other things that they can't acquire for themselves. And we're urging everyone to donate to that cause. And later this fall, I'm going to be releasing 3 ring designs based on my popular skull ring design. With each one of them there'll be 3. One will symbolize the Marine Corps, one will symbolize the Army, one will symbolize the Navy, and direct sales proceeds from those will go directly to the war project.
Don't you have plans to do a area code for this area?
Absolutely. Stores that purchase a limited run from us will actually get their own custom size. Robbie has already agreed to spearhead that project with the 850 area code. I believe you're going to get a petite cologne cigar, which will be limited only to his store and available only to his customers. Will also come with one hand-painted box by my good friend Robert Atkinson that tattoos, which will have artwork inspired by the brand. Another good question. Thank you. And if I don't have any other questions, I hear dinner is served, and compliments of our man Jerry, and look forward to talking to all you guys and enjoying a good smoke. Thank you.
Thanks, man.